friends, it's lovely to meet you all today, this morning. So, for today's devotion, I'd like to talk about the penitent thief. I'm sure all of us would have meditated on the 7 words on the cross yesterday. But one thing that stood out to me, I just wanted to share with you. So, this penitent thief, when he's talking about Jesus, he's saying to the other guy, this man has done nothing wrong. So he's finding Jesus as someone who has done nothing wrong when everyone else is accusing God that he has done something wrong. So I was thinking how often we do that. Like, for example, when we receive a rejection letter, like, for example, you are opening an email and you find a rejection letter, how do we respond first? At the bottom of our heart, there is this cry, why God? So many a times when we are faced with difficult situations, when we face rejections, when we don't know what is ahead, we kind of ask God, and when we face failures, we definitely ask God, why God? It's the behind that question that we ask, there is a I think God is withholding something from me, something very good from me. Maybe it's because of my sin or this or that, but then we are finding something wrong with God, which the thief didn't do. So the other day I was talking to my son. We were talking about this tree. It's kind of like a poisonous tree, and it's called the sandbox tree, and the seeds explode in that tree, and it's a poisonous tree, and it's also called the monkey's no climb tree. So we were talking about how poisonous it is, and so one thing that my son asked me was, why did God create this tree? Why did God put it there in a place where people can be around, monkeys can be around? So the thief is like he's saying, this man has done nothing wrong, even when everyone else accused that he did this mistake. So let's imagine that there are three people who are people who are sitting in an electric chair to be executed. And one guy turns to the other and says, remember me when you enter into the kingdom of heaven. It looks ridiculous, right? So, and a person at that, it's almost at the brink of death, his eyes were open. He saw that Jesus was sinless. He knew that Jesus is the king for the kingdom that is going to come. So he had the vision that Daniel had, the vision that John had about the kingdom of God. And he accepts that he's a sinner, and then he believes in God. And right there, he activates right there, he gets salvation. And Jesus there, Jesus saying, assuredly I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. So that is it's a promise verse to him. It's an answer to his prayer, right? It's an answer to the thief's prayer. So one thing that I'd like to emphasize here is that are we seeing God good in our life? I think there was this quote that I read, like if we see what God is seeing right now, we wouldn't be doing the prayer that we are doing right now, because and we wouldn't be rejected or we wouldn't feel the failure if we see the picture that God is seeing, if only we do that. So the underlying point is that it's to find God blameless and good. So let us examine ourselves and see how we react to failures, how we react to rejections. Do we always find God good? Look at the situation around the world, wars and famines, and do you still find God good in your life, in the world? So it's about asking that question and finding Him good, no matter what you see. So that is the key that is the thing that we learn from this pertinent thief. I hope this is useful to you. Thanks for listening. Have a nice day ahead. Bye.